Welcome back to the Road for Champions RTG edition. Booyah Nation, what's poppin'? I told you guys 40 games of just fun. No matter what goes down, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna try to still get good results, but have a lot of fun. So I got to the point where I was 10-2. I was not doing good. This was a really bad start for us. Top 100 already at the risk. Elite 1 still in play, but I decided that I had to bring back the GOAT from FIFA 17, big boy Kanté. One of my favorite players, if not my favorite player in FIFA 17. There was two guys that rode with us the entire time that we got top 100. When we qualified for regionals out in Miami, when we qualified for Vancouver's tournament, when we qualified, what was the other one? FIWC, I forgot where that one took place. But we qualified for all three tournaments, and all those three teams had Kanté, Smaldini, and Sonaldo. Kanté was with me the entire time last year, and I said I want to use him again this year. So I picked up his new man of the match card. We sold off Nacho, all the informs that left, and all that stuff that we sold from our rewards. And we had 300,000 coins, and that was enough to pick up man of the match Kanté. Was that the right move, bros? I'm going to be honest with you, man. I talked about this in yesterday's video, and I want to talk about it one more time because I do have a few things I want to say about this. And the few things I do want to say is I was talking to some old school FIFA YouTubers last night. I was actually playing Fortnite with them, and I was kind of talking to them about what it was like, and because they used to be like skill montage guys back in the day, FIFA 12, FIFA 13, and I was kind of getting how they felt about FIFA 18 and the weekend league. And they said, in the beginning of the year they had a lot of fun with it, but as it progressed they started to not enjoy the weekend league anymore, simply because after your first 20 games every team is exactly the same and everyone just plays park the bus. And I started to think about that heavily, and I was like, is this true? Is this really how the game is? And if you really think about it, almost every game we see either a Rio, a Petit, or a Vieira, and it's constantly the same players. And I don't blame the community because we're doing what we have to do to be able to compete week in, week out. I mean, bros, I rolled up with Eric Bailly and Ramos, and that was, when you say Ramos, that's a great center back, but Eric Bailly was great back in November, October, December, maybe. Now he's just awful. And I know a lot of people are like, no, this skills. I mean, okay, he's still good, but with the amount of good cards that are out there, like Lozano with his speed, Alessandrini with the speed, people riding R9s now, bro. Eric Bailly's getting murked by some R9s. And you're seeing right here, bro, I'm getting dominated even with the Kanté in the midfield. And that's why I go back to this next point. And this next point is, first of all, let's talk about this game. I make it 5-5. I get back into it. I'm excited. This guy was shushing me, long celebration to me. So in the 117th minute, the 117th, I get a goal that I thought was the winner, bro. So I even hit him with a shush. But somehow, some way in the 120, Suarez scores. Then we go to penalties, and we're 10-3. And look, I said one thing. I don't care what we end. I want to have fun this weekend. Look, the only thing I'm trying to do is make sure I save top 100 monthlies. So as long as I can get 33, 34, 35, we save top 100 monthlies. We stay in it. To save it, I'm going to have two big weekends. But next weekend, we'll worry about putting together a really overpowered squad. Right now, I want to try cards and have fun in the weekend league. But I used Kanté. And I got to say, last year, probably the best CDM in the game. If not all right, maybe not the best, but up there, top 3. Not good this year, in my opinion. Just not that good, man. And not that he's not good. He's good for like a regular team, Division 1 and stuff like that. But if you're competing, to try to get top 100, I don't know if Kanté's your guy. And that's where, I really truly blame EA. Because, a lot of people have argued this year that Foot Champions has really become a pay-to-win thing, right? Like, not pay-to-win to the sense where, like, you have to pay to win. Like, we got a team without paying to win. But when I say a pay-to-win team, like, you need those players. You need the Vieira. You need the Rio, the Maldini, the Desai. You need Cristiano, you need Lozano, you need Alessandrini. It's a must. You need Neymar. Like, these players are, there's probably like a set of like 25 players, and if you don't use those players, you're putting yourself at extremely disadvantage. And a lot of people are like, well, Skills, hold on, calm down now, because there's pros out there that have gotten top 100 with really bad gold teams. Hey, we've done it too. We've gotten top 100 with an all gold team. We did it last year multiple times. You know what I'm saying? We've done it as well. The problem is this year, more than last year, defending if you have good center backs, icons, you can almost let them do their own thing. You can literally let them do their own thing, just run around with your CDM, and they're going to intercept the ball for you. And that's where, it's it's to the point where I think EA, what they try to do, right, is, in my opinion, this is all I can say about the Weekend League, because I love the Weekend League. But I understand people's frustrations. And the way I look at the Weekend League is like this, because the best way to put it is, the way that they've made it a 3-day thing, okay, they're like, hey guys, we have, Weekend League opens Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the reason we have to do this is because we need to be very competitive for the pros. Well, if you're setting up a competitive game mode and only 3 days is good enough for pros so they won't go 40-0, why is the gameplay so set for the casuals? Skills, it's not. Yes, it is. Put your controller down. Your defenders will defend for you. You can contain, you can run around with your CDMs. The best defenders out there don't even turn into their center backs. So realistically, the gameplay is meant for the casuals, right? But then when the casuals go into the Weekend League, because you've made the gameplay for the casuals, there's a time limit. The casuals can't play 40 games in 3 days. So if you're making the gameplay for the casuals, but you're putting a limit on how many games can be played, it makes no sense. You either go full-on hardcore esport competitive mode, or you make it a casual thing. And somewhere within there, you try to make it competitive for the pros to still have to qualify for stuff. Does that make sense? Because they're trying to do two different things, and they're conflicting. The gameplays for the casuals, not for, like, if you really look at it, bros, the way defending should be, it should be manual. Your defenders shouldn't do, you should have to switch into all your defenders. You shouldn't have to hold the contain button to stay in front of somebody. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. If it's going to be a competitive mode, let me control my 11 players, my opponent controls his 11 players, and it's not about running back with your striker while you don't push any player out of defense. You gotta, back in the day, FIFA 12s, FIFA 11s, you made it to where people had to think and be able to process and intercept passes. So what I'm trying to say is, either go full on pro scene competitive, or go casual. It has to be one or the other. It seems like they're trying to do two things, and it's conflicting, because the reason I say that is, you have to have the try-hard players, the Hullits, the Vieiras, and anyone can be like, no, guys, more than any FIFA this year, I never say team matters, and team doesn't matter, because a lot of people can still get top 100 with a gold team, but you give yourself a very big advantage, and the skill gap has been closed very much if everyone is running around with Vieira, Hullits, and Ronaldo's. It's just the truth this year. Now, with that being said, bros, we lost again, which means we have 4 losses before 20 wins. I did it to myself. I knew selling my... There's a reason why I've been running Maldini since November. There's a reason why I haven't touched my defense since November. And there's a reason, I keep telling people, there's a reason why I don't run De Gea. Is De Gea bad? No. But Farman does the same thing. Farman legitimately does the same thing De Gea does for 4,000 coins. De Gea has let in so many goals for me this weekend, it's unbelievable. And don't get it twisted, bros. I'm playing bad FIFA this weekend, 100%. I'm not blaming anything. If I would have stayed with my team, we probably would have got top 100 or got very close like we've been doing. But at the end of the day, I'm an entertainer. I'm a content provider. For me, I want to run players like Rashford that you see is running for me right now. And you're probably like, why is Rashford running for you right now? During these last couple games that you're watching right here, bros, I'm going to list up Kevin De Bruyne. I actually already listed up Kevin De Bruyne. And I'm actually going to list up Salah. And I'm going to run Ronaldo, and Rashford. And the reason for this is because as a new player, I got to do something in my back line. I need to buy a backline defender. I'm going to have to buy an icon center back because I can't do it. I can't do it, bros. I mean, hold on. I could do it, but I don't want to do it. I legit, like, it's such a headache to run Eric Bailly right now. Eric Bailly is getting done in, so I'm going to probably pick up a center back or something. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to have to obviously fix this all up to finish up my games in the Weekend League. But this is the first time this year that before 20 games we have taken 4 losses. And I'm not mad because, like I said, I did it to myself. I wanted to have a weekend where I kind of just went with an underpowered team. You know, I used players I really wanted to use. And it showed me more this year that really you got to stick to the meta players. You really got to stick to players that are absolutely good. And what's crazy to me is I paid $300K for Conte. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think Bakayoko's gold card is better than Conte's. And that to me is just something absolutely mental to say that you could buy a card for $330K and Bakayoko's better. Now, I'm not bashing FIFA in any way. The reason I'm making this video is because I really truly, or making this commentary over this gameplay is because, first of all, I'm letting you guys know, look, if you really want to compete in the Weekend League, make sure you're running meta players. You know, Bakayoko, Bakayoko, Vieira, Hullet, Lozano, Alessandrini, Gabriel Jesus, Mbappe, Ronaldo, Neymar. These guys are the metas. These guys are the guys getting it done. Rashford's unbelievable. These guys are the guys that OP, and you know, you start to understand why all the pros teams are all pretty much exactly the same. And it's simply because these guys help you massively play the game to the best of your potential. And in those games where the ball keeps hitting the post, and those games where the ball won't go your way, those guys help you make the ball go your way. So bad start to this weekend league. We got to clutch it out. Hopefully still pick up Elite 1. That's the goal. Maybe, I don't know, that top 100 is almost impossible. We'd have to go on a stupid run. But, hey, you know I'm going to do my best. I'm not a person that gives up. But, yo, this weekend was about having fun. I'm glad we did it. I don't care what we end with. I wanted to do this. I wanted to test a new team. This team obviously not working for me right now. Hopefully by the end of the weekend league, we can say the team did all right. But for now, we're going to have to say this team's giving us a big old L. Hopefully I can turn it around, bros. I'm going to probably pick up somebody to take Eric Bailly's position, and hopefully that works out. Let me know in the comments down below some players you think is good enough to take Eric Bailly's position. And I also want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, smash a big old thumbs up. But you see I already listed KDB. I'm going to end up listing Salah as well. And I hope you guys truly did in store. Let me know players you want me to try again, man. I'm trying to make entertaining videos, and me playing with the same team for like 2 months in a row, I just felt that wasn't right. So I know a lot of you are like, why'd you change your team? I wanted to make sure I'm giving you guys content you enjoy to watch and not the same stuff over and over. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. More content tomorrow. Boy. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy AA9 Skills. This is the Road for Champions RTG edition. This is 40 games of the weekend edition with Ronaldo, Salah, Pogba, KDB, Nacho, Ramos. There's not going to be 40 games with this. There's no chance, bros. There's no chance I can do 40 games with this team right here. I mean, bros, like, oh, I got so much I want to talk about. Before we go any further, smash a big old thumbs up. Thank you for the love and support on yesterday's video. I think we got like 7,000 or 8,000 likes on the reward video. Thank y'all for that. But welcome back to this episode where we're going to talk about